Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are now on episode 5 of the Dad Sports Podcast with Jamar, Phil, and myself. This week, obviously, we're going to recap week 1 of the NFL, look ahead to week 2, talk about some college football, as always, and, just shoot the shit a little bit. So, gentlemen, how was your weekend? It was our first full weekend of nonstop football from Thursday night to Monday night.
Man, I've been waiting for this. I mean, for me, we had that because we had that for college football week 1, but to incorporate NFL with it too. It was a great weekend, man. I was chilling, relaxing, anticipating Monday's game. We'll get into that, but yeah, it was good, man. It was good. How was y'all weekend?
Go ahead, Jamar.
I was good, man. I mean, it was football, football, and football. Like I've been waiting for this since Eagles got that ring last year. But that's old news. We back to the new season, and it was some great games, and I love what I see, and I love the competition. And we move on to week 2, man. We move on to week 2.
All right. Me, my weekend started on Thursday, so I watched football all weekend without having to worry about whether my team was going to win. So, had some good fun with the family. Went out Saturday, had my work party. We had a little picnic at the boss's house, some tacos stuff. It's a good weekend. Very, very good weekend. And football is back, baby. That's what really matters. That's
yeah.
the key.
Hell yeah, man.
Let's jump right into
Yeah,
it. Thursday night, first game of the season, Eagles Cowboys. Jalen Carter needs to lock it in. I understand,
I was insane, bro.
Dak spat first, but watching Carter walk up into his face and go and spit it right on his chest, I was like, brother, pump the brakes a little bit. Pump the brakes. But
He definitely could have handled that a lot better, man.
yeah, he could have not spit on
I think
Dak.
we're all disappointed. we're all disappointed in that move, but
But whatever. The team
don't poke the
rallied.
bear.
The
Don't
team,
poke the bear.
the team rallied. We got the dub. You know, I do.
Don't poke the bear.
I'm happy that they gave him time served and said, you didn't play a single snap in week 1, so there's your suspension. Hit you with 55 grand fine and excuse me, move on to the next week. Now, first things first. Adoree Jackson, burnt toast. Is he
You're
the?
Trash.
Your corners is ass, brother.
No. He
Suspect.
Oh, whoa.
he is
Suspect.
the second
Nah,
coming
just-
of
just-
James Bradbury on the Eagles. He needs to be sat down. I'm glad he's frozen for this part because keep his mouth quiet for a second. But no thoughts. Seriously, I'm hoping it was week 1 jitters. Playing on the defending Super Bowl team, just joining in the off season. But like, my dude, you look lost out there. You could not stop anything. And
Garbage.
don't get me wrong. What did he have? He had 1 good deflection or maybe 2 back-to-back
breakup.
good plays.
Yeah.
But the rest of the game, man, he looked lost out there. He looked like a kid stepping on the football field for the first time ever. What the hell is on my foot?
Yeah, he was an easy target.
Which segments me
Suspect.
into my next point. He got hurt and had to go to the bench for a little bit. Ja'Cory Bennett stepped in. I don't remember him letting up a reception. I mean, I might be wrong, especially after that. Oh man, that delay.
Yeah, that delay messed up the function of the whole game.
Everything. It messed me
Whole
up.
game.
It messed both teams up. It
All the
My
That
my
scoring
CD
happened
up.
in the first
my
half.
my old ass fell asleep, and I'm glad I didn't stay up to watch absolutely no more points be put on the board. That was
Listen,
crazy.
to your
You froze. Hold that thought.
point, Colin. I went to sleep. Right? I woke up. I'm like, oh, they must have not finished the game.
Yeah, I woke up
No,
so
they
mind you, I woke up around like midnight, maybe 12:30 or something. I'm like, oh man, I should check the score of the game, but like I don't want to open the app and see that my team lost. I opened the app, I saw 24-20. I'm like, well, thank God I went to sleep and didn't stay up for this BS, cause
right.
I would have
Well,
been
y'all,
annoyed.
if y'all didn't see that after that delay, Dallas should have won that game, bro.
I mean,
And I'm a big time Eagle fan. Like
CD's drops out
game
here.
on the line, must catch, throw it to our best guy to catch it in his hands in the bucket, perfect throw, perfect
You
separation
know,
on the corner.
you you know,
He dropped it
you know,
twice.
you know who didn't drop the deep
One was
ball?
a fourth down.
You know who didn't drop the deep ball?
Dodson.
Jahan Dotson.
Yeah, but let's not talk all.
And you're frozen again. Here. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have to bear with us on this episode. You know, Wednesdays are really the only night we're able to record. We all got
Good
other.
about the passing game when it was only 150. Going to ask out of Philly. AJ Brown is going to ask out of Philly. I'm telling you that. This cannot go. You guys want to be a running
Bro,
team?
stop, bro, stop,
He's gonna ask out of Philly.
stop, bro,
Mark my words.
stop,
Mark it down. Keep with the
stop.
running bullshit. All right, go ahead.
All right,
Go
ladies and
ahead.
gentlemen,
Stop.
remember this.
The
September 10th.
1,000-yard receiver every year in Philly.
September 10th, 2025. This Vikings fan is telling us that by the end of this season, AJ Brown is going to win out of Philly, playing with his
My
best
boy
friend in
stamping it.
Jalen Hurts.
That's not his best friend.
Yeah.
Super Bowl champion.
That is not his
Yes.
best
Super
friend,
Bowl
bro. I don't
champion.
hear none of that stuff, man. All that is all glitz and glamour when you give me the rock. But he already showed you last year he was frustrated. But he's like, all right, for the team, Super Bowl. But how many times you
On that note, you know, like you said,
Thousand
do
Jamar,
that?
yards.
After a
1,000
while, you
yards.
want to get yours.
Receiver.
And like now I want to get mine.
1,000-yard receiver every year with Philly.
Hey, Jamar, remind me what happened.
Super Bowl
Wait,
champion.
Jamar, remind me what happened the first 4 weeks of 2024. Is that
2-2.
hi Alexis?
Injured.
Look
Hurt.
over your left shoulder. All I see is a hand waving in the blur. I believe we started off 2-2, and the offense looked
Everybody.
a little stagnant. No.
And what did everybody say?
What? And then remind me what happened after.
Fire Sirianni.
What happened after the bye week? Oh, that's right. We came out, and the only game we lost was the one, Jalen Hurts got injured.
Jalen went down in.
How many yards?
All right. So you think AJ's gonna ask out of Philly, right? Where's he gonna go? Where is he gonna go to compete that don't have wide receivers?
Is he gonna go to the Patriots that you said was back?
I mean,
Where would he want to go? Where would he want to go?
Not the Vikings. They don't got the money to pay him.
where he gonna go?
The Chiefs don't have the money
He
to pay him.
asked to get out of.
You already know
Where does he want to go? Where do you see him going?
He about to get he about first of all, because this is all gonna circle in because Tyreek about to make his way back to KC. That leaves a spot for AJ. AJ.
You think? Oh my God!
In Miami?
Ladies and gentlemen,
In
like
Miami?
I said, wait, like I was
Miami?
saying, Phil's having connection issues. Wednesdays is the only night we can record, so you're gonna have to bear with us a little bit.
Miami?
But
my apologies, everybody. I tried to fix it.
I'm sorry. You think AJ Brown wants to go from playing with Jalen Hurts throwing him the ball to I get a concussion every other week Tagovailoa?
Obviously, Miami's throwing the bread out there. You guys are forgetting what I'm saying. If he's already got the rings, he want to go be the man in the discussion because he already proved it. Gilly went crazy.
Bro.
Gilly the kid, he went crazy for Jalen Hurts. Gilly the kid went crazy for Jalen Hurts, not for AJ Brown. So okay then, he want to be the man. I'm telling y'all, AJ want to be the man.
He want to be the man. He want to be the man, right? So
that's
okay,
cool.
where would
Guess
you
what?
rank
Wait,
him?
hold on.
In the
Hold on.
top 10.
Hold on. That's cool. But
right.
guess what? Guess what? We have him under team control until 2029. He ain't going nowhere.
Money talk, baby. That's all I'm gonna say. Money talk, baby. Money talk, baby. But
Wait,
yo,
wait, wait.
Yeah,
but
No,
yeah.
Jamal, you
wait,
Money
no,
saying
wait.
talks when you're a free agent,
No,
not when you're
wait,
under
wait.
contract till 2029, my boy.
everybody knows contracts can be bought all the time, man. I don't want to hear none of
Bro,
that. All right, Jamal,
bro.
what'd you say? What'd you say? Top 10? What you
I just
mean?
got one
Right
thing,
now?
though. One thing. So you said AJ wants to go somewhere and be the man. That means he's a real true baller. He deserves to shine. Where would you rank him, wide receivers in the league right now, top 10? Where would you put him? Where would you put him in the top 10?
In the top 10, I gotta think because you already know who the top one is.
Yeah, Jamar Chase.
Nah, I mean, yeah, it's always a battle, but nah, because everybody knows Justin Jefferson is because each year it's Justin Jefferson versus this person. Justin Jefferson, but
Yeah.
it's never So JJ's number one. Let's
So where you put AJ? We ain't talking about JJ. We're talking about
let's
AJ.
stop playing games. Six, top
Six.
six.
Behind
All right,
who?
6. So who is the 5? Who is the 5 in front of him? And then tell me how much they signed their deal for. How much money they ink on that deal that they took for their team to be the number 1 guy? And they're all in front of AJ, right? How much did
Okay,
they take? Over
probably a lot of
100 mil, bro.
yeah.
120,
Yes, big factories.
115.
Okay,
Chase with 140, right? AJ being in that top competitive with those wide receivers can run with all the wide receivers you name, right? Under 100 mil. He's under 100 mil. He signed that deal willingly. You know why? To compete for rings, bro. Not to be the top guy, not to be the headline, not to be the it's me, it's my show. He bought into a system, bro. He ain't going nowhere. He's not going nowhere, bro. You gonna think he go to Miami with Tua? Tua gets sacked. He might not get back up. Why? Why? Why would he go to a place where Tyreek wants out of, bro? Come on, man. Come on, bro.
That one. That one.
Come on, bro.
One of the fastest and
Come
most
on,
elite
bro. This
receivers
just
in the
don't
league
make
wants
sense.
out, and you think AJ's going to want to go there.
Yeah, he wants out.
just saying. We we
so,
we
so,
seen
so
we seen we seen the quarterback and wide receiver thing in Philly end in flames multiple times. Notably
I've seen
Donovan
it end
McNabb and
in
To.
I've seen it
So
end
that's
in
all I'm
rings.
saying.
I've seen it end in rings, not flames, bro. End in rings.
All right. So yeah. Speaking about the
All
Eagles,
right,
so
all
you
right.
know the
We can go.
offense.
But my thing is this: the passing game. The passing game was ass, and that's all. Because
Oh
regardless, we
yes,
keep go back
yes,
and
it
forth.
was.
Passing game was ass. That.
So
Okay,
ass.
so now that's the fact. That's all I'm saying. So yeah,
But
I
my
was saying
opinion
that in
was AJ
preseason.
Brown won.
but
He
but
was.
AJ
He was.
AJ's
We're
not
not
going
talking
nowhere.
about that, though. We're talking
Oh,
about the
No,
pass
no.
because
I
look
said
what
the
they
passing
Smith.
game.
Smitty didn't get
Let
his
me hold on. Let me pull this up.
Smitty, right?
Hold on.
I'm not just talking about AJ Brown because
You were though, cause
ask me, Jalen Hurts and Smitty already had connection previous seasons. That connection is lethal. So I guess from a fan point of view, I wanted to see that passing game a little bit more display.
let me see.
Knowing Diggs was coming off a major injury, right? The other corner boy, I think he was hurt. I forget. So like that's all. That's all I'm saying.
Wait,
Where?
dude.
Hold on.
Okay,
Where is
so
it?
with
But
that ideology,
yeah.
do
Um.
you think
Huh.
Jamar Chase
Here.
won out of
Hold on. Wait.
Cincy?
Friday. Friday, September 5th at 6:53 a.m. And I quote Phil Mahoutier, and AJ Brown is ass.
What when?
Friday
When I say
morning
that?
after the game.
Oh, you know why I said that though. That was a personal. He was on my parlay.
Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
wait. I just got one.
And
I got
yeah,
one.
he fucked it out. So
I got one final question, and I'm
mhm.
not talking about AJ Brown and the Eagles no more.
Yeah, because we
I'm gonna
gotta talk
rest
about
my
the
case at
Cowboys
this.
side too.
But so with the 1 week sample we got in AJ Brown's
Hmm.
performance in the passing game, and you come to the season,
Fuck.
do you feel the same way about T Higgins and Jamar Chase wanting out of Cincy
After one
on
bad week.
having a very bad passing week?
T Higgins
Hey,
already kind of telling.
we got to be careful talking. We got to be careful talking about T Higgins because he's part of the reason Phil got eliminated from the guillotine league week 1.
Man, I don't care about that, but it did hurt. But because I went to the championship last year, so I'm literally the Chiefs,
Ooh.
y'all. I'm literally the Chiefs. I lost in the championship, and the first week I'm out of there. Like
Belt to ass, week 1. I mean, yeah, those were my
yeah,
talking points on the
like not
Eagles.
Jamar because Jamar knows his role. I feel like T Higgins. I guess what I was saying about AJ really applies to T Higgins. I think T Higgins ready to be the man. He getting a little bit later in his career, still kind of in his prime.
They should have let him go last year. Should have let him go.
He's on the franchise tag, right?
Yeah, he should have been the Eagles
They
wide
put him
receiver
on.
3.
I just said he want to be the man. You saying wide receiver 3, man?
Fuck being the man. You want this. You want one of these. You want a ring. That's what
They should have
that's what
let
they're
him go
Can't
chasing.
be
because
the man when you
the
through.
Bengals suck. They won't see a playoffs this year. They suck. They almost lost to the Browns. The Browns kicker would have put it through the fucking uprights. We'd be
Yo,
having a
but
whole
Browns
different
defense
conversation.
is nice though. And Browns defense is nice. Can't play
But
them.
that offense is
You know what I
This is
ass.
mean?
the league. This is the league, though,
Offense
bro.
cheese, offense
This is
cheese,
the league.
yeah.
Everybody nice, bro. This is the league.
True,
This is the league,
true.
bro. They paying three. They paying three guys half a bill, bro. And they put up 17 against
All
the
right.
Browns.
Now,
Yo, look,
I will say the Cowboys defense did look pretty decent, but their pass rush looked absolutely lost without Micah. So
Yup.
I'll give them that. Trayvon and Bland kind of did their thing against Smitty and AJ. I'll give them that, but that shit's not gonna happen this week because the Chiefs are burnt toast, and we'll get into that.
if you go back to last week's pod, uh, yo, this shit crazy, man. Yeah, y'all bear with us, man. It's not gonna be like this all the time. It's just how it is right now, man.
Ah,
Wait,
I don't even
are you
want
on?
to talk anymore.
Are you on Wi-Fi?
Yeah,
Turn it off.
we're gonna do this mid show. All right.
Yeah, go cellular data because I think that's what was happening last time.
All right. Let me.
No. All right, now that he's gone, fuck the Vikings. They're ass.
bro.
JJ McCarthy's
Bro.
scared.
Okay, yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No. But AJ is not going anywhere, bro. That
He
is
can
laughable.
talk that talk. Whatever. It's cool.
Why would that be his opening statement? AJ Brown.
That was a
He's
wild. That was
out
a
of
wild.
there.
That was a
He's
wild
out of
opening.
there,
That was a wild opening statement.
boy.
I'm not gonna lie. That the
Oh.
first thing you
Yeah.
say this week's episode, that was crazy.
All right, we cool. We cool. All right, man. To tie that in, so we don't get lost in the sauce, keep the program moving. All I was saying was AJ Brown already showed signs of frustration of his role in the offense last year.
I,
Winning the Super Bowl was cool.
I don't think
They
he
had the
did.
viral moment, basically saying I love. Go on Twitter. We're not here going back and forth. We already did that. Just tying it all in, basically saying the offense does need to show passing because if they just people gonna load the box and there you go.
I mean, the Cowboys loaded the box and look what happened. Jalen rolled out and took off. Excuse me.
I mean,
Sorry.
it was 24-20. It was 24-20, man. You know what I mean? That game was a lot more closer than you think. It was evenly matched. It kind of
I didn't
like
say it wasn't evenly
if you
matched.
watch the pot. Nah. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing like some observations out there. Like what I said last week. The new coaching, or what I'm saying, new scheme. Right. I'm not gonna say Dallas came out on fire because Eagles did match it. If you go look at the first half score, but Dallas did come out a little bit, I guess, a little bit more aligned than I thought they would have. I would see a lot more hiccups, but a healthy Dak does upgrade that team. We all know that. Usually, you guys link up. First game is in what, middle of November. People are hurt, especially Dak, because not trying to play him, but we all know Dak a little frail. You know what I mean? But
The fact of the matter is, we have to remember the best defensive tackle in the league
absolutely
was not there.
I'm not gonna say all. I'm not gonna
and
say
I
all
hate
that.
to say
But what I
that being
say
an
is
Eagles fan,
yes.
but like that game is totally different.
That's Colin's opinion. I'm not, but I will agree to half that part. His absence I
made a
definitely could see
big
it off the rip.
difference. It made a big difference.
if I'm not mistaken, y'all help me. Didn't Dallas on their first drive literally attack where Carter would have been lined up? They
Yes.
just ran the ball a lot, like
and and all
Javante
Cowboys fans, yeah,
Williams.
all Cowboys fans were like, "Oh my God, Javante Williams looks so good. Javante Williams looks so good." That's because Jalen Carter wasn't there to plug the holes. And I'm sorry, his backup is not on his level.
Word.
Plain and simple. Like, and I hate to be that guy. The what ifs, the what if this, what if that. But like, we've all seen it in the past. This defense runs when Jalen Carter's on the field. Jalen Carter puts pressure on the quarterback. The the defensive backs don't have to be in the guy's pocket as long as they had to be without him. We'll see what happens this week against KC. It's going to be a totally different game. I'm glad to see JC come back, but and that's all I got to say. We'll revisit this conversation. Um, what week do we play them again? I think it's later in the season.
11, I think.
Week 11, you think?
Something around there.
Yeah, we'll revisit this talk in after week 12 because it's and again, like I said, their offense looked good. George Pickens was not the big difference maker that everybody said he was going to be, in my opinion.
Called it. Called it.
You did call it.
And CD's got to catch those balls. At the end of the day, I hate the Cowboys, but you want to win the game, CD's got to make those catches. There was
facts,
there was
big
one
facts.
there was one
You know what?
that
No. I do. I'm not going to take credit of him dropping it, whatever. But football is played from whistle to whistle, and we can't say, "Oh, he shoulda, coulda, woulda." They lost as a team. They lost. They
breaking
couldn't get it
news.
together.
Breaking news.
It shouldn't have came
Wait.
down to that.
Breaking news: Cowboys quarterback, the cornerback, Deron Bland, out at least 2 weeks with a right foot injury.
I mean, he came into the game kind of hurt. That's what I was trying to mention. So that's why again, going back to the Eagles passing game, that's why I was like, 159 yards. But you got the win, and I understood the assignment.
And he didn't.
Saquon Barkley.
My biggest thing is Jalen. I understand you want to see quarterbacks throw for 250 plus yards every single week, but I'd rather my quarterback not air the ball out every play and potentially turn the ball over.
No. That's like people that say money don't bring you happiness, man. I don't want to hear that shit.
Money helps you get things that
pass the motherfucking ball. And that's what it is, man.
Super Bowl champion. You talking to some
okay.
Super Bowl champions, bro?
That's how
Hold up.
All right.
Hold up.
No.
Move on.
Moving
on.
Let's talk about the people who lost. Let's talk about because we doing too many back and forth off the Eagles.
We do this all night.
Vikings Bears. No. Oh yeah, you want to go in between.
We going Chiefs and Chargers because those are the Super Bowl losers, and that stat.
And they lost game one.
The Super Bowl losers usually in their first game are bad ATS. Well, damn shit, the KC was favored and they lost 27-21. I gotta say this. Remember when I said they had a real chance of going 1-3 if they didn't get this one? Yeah, that might happen really now because we'll get into it because that's part of the later segment. But man, they got to face the Eagles this week.
Rough.
Like that's terrible.
Mahomes looked rough.
Hold on, real quick. You just lost a game you probably should have won. You was on vacation.
Bro, you should have blown them out.
I know you saw some baddies. Patrick Mahomes, you see his wife? I know he's looking at some baddies. You know what I'm saying? And just to lose the game and then come back and play Philly, the motherfuckers that embarrassed you.
Now again, this next game's gonna be at home, so they'll have the crowd rocking a little bit, but man, the Chargers, Justin Herbert, my boy. Like I said, Mahomes did not look like Mahomes from the two-peat. Mahomes.
He didn't have no weapons. There's no weapons. There's no X factors on Chiefs. It didn't help that Worthy got hurt on the third play. They need Rasheed Rice.
Yeah.
Badly.
Yeah.
Badly. They need Rice badly.
Because who's after that? They got Hollywood Brown.
Yeah.
And
yeah, he showed out a little bit.
and
Close to him,
yeah,
right?
and a bunch of bums.
Juju Smith,
Like I
Schuster.
said, a bunch of bums.
Which one of y'all guys mentioned it last week? I don't know which one of
Juju
you
is
guys
not
did.
what he was when he was on the Steelers. I'm sorry.
Hold on, let me give one of y'all credit. One of y'all said Travis Kelsey's getting old. And the marriage was going to like
Distract him.
distract him. Was that you, Colin?
Yes, it was.
Whether you're 100% right or
He
20% right,
something was off about
you're
him,
yeah, something was off about him, man.
bro.
Again, back to my first state. No X factors.
Let's swap over to defense real quick. Chris Jones held to zero pressures against a rookie. A rookie. This is supposed to be one of the best defensive ends in the league. Zero
All right.
pressure. Now let me. I know it was zero. I know he definitely had zero sacks. Um, let me just make sure. I should have had this.
I mean, just well, while you looking for it, just to add on
Yeah,
to,
I don't think he had
remember
any
I was
quarterback pressures either.
Chiefs.
And
I
you
won't
think
call
you're
them
gonna
Chiefs. My fault.
you think you're gonna make noise against Jordan Mailata and Lane Johnson? Like, brother, they that defense looked like Swiss cheese.
They're not ready to play football.
Yo,
They won't be
Amari
ready to play
Hampton
football
though.
until week 4.
Who? Chiefs? Oh yeah.
Chiefs.
Oh, that 1-3 start.
Amari
Absolutely.
and Hampton.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
No, no, no. I'm sorry. Before we get into that,
Go ahead.
Jamar, continue your thought, man. You know what I mean, continue your thought. You said they're
No,
gonna
no,
get
you
into the groove.
good. Chiefs did not come out looking like they were ready to play any kind of football because when you go to the locker room, there's so much happening in that locker room at one time. Suspensions, marriage, TV shows, like oh they lost, they didn't do the three-peat. So much is happening, and it's like it's taking their eye off the main thing.
Ru-
They like
real quick. Speaking on the three peat stuff, you know the Eagles are the champions of stopping the three peat, right? 2016,
is
2017,
it
the
with
New England
Brady?
Patriots won back-to-back Super Bowls. They were going for their three peat in
Yeah,
2018. Who did they lose to? The Chiefs.
yeah. No, we
Back-to-back
do
Super Bowl
things like that.
champions,
We do
going for the
things like
three
that.
peat. Who curb stomped them? That's it. Back to the Chiefs Chargers.
But yeah, the Chiefs they look discombobulated from the start, and they didn't have push them a win. They should have won that game on paper. They should have, but it's the little it's the simple stuff that it's in their way. And at the same time, on the opposite side of the ball, they made Herbert look like a god. This
They
man
made
had
Herbert look like
all the
300
Patrick
time in
18
the
yards.
world. Bro, he had all the time in the world. He was able to put the ball where it needed to be, make the plays on the ground. He looked unstoppable. He looked like he was playing a divisional game in the
An
playoffs.
FCS team.
That's how he came out to play. He came ready. He came with the fire, and they
25.
came laid back. Oh, they probably yeah.
The Chiefs walked in there like,
They
oh,
marked that game as
the,
a W.
bro, they did the same thing they did in the Super Bowl. Oh, this is going to be easy W. We've been here before. Nah. Justin Herbert, 25 of 34, 318 and 3 tutties.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes, 24 for 39, 258 and 1 touchdown. Now, mind you, Patrick Mahomes also rushed for
One on the
one.
ground though. Yeah.
He did.
Yep. So did.
He did.
Yep.
But like we were saying, Travis Kelsey went 2 for 47 with 1 touchdown. Those aren't Travis Kelsey numbers. Now, like we were saying,
No, but
Hollywood Brown balled out a little bit. 10 receptions, 99 yards. I'll give that to him. He did his thing. But, bro, I, I, I was a little worried, a very little bit worried that this revenge game was gonna be something. But after watching that performance, man, that defense looked like Swiss cheese. Mahomes, I ain't got nothing else to say about him. He did not look like your typical Patrick Mahomes. So
I will say this though, Chargers got a real easy schedule, man. So it's looking like another first round exit. 'Cause
and
they ain't
that
playing nobody.
that leads
They're
us
not
into
playing anybody,
that
bro.
leads us into my
You said
next
first
point.
round access.
My next
They're
point
not
was:
playing anybody.
are the Chargers contenders after this Week 1 win against the Chiefs? No.
I am not sold at all, bro.
Don't get me wrong.
You want to hear their
I
schedule?
still think
Wait.
Denver takes
Justin
that
Herbert
division.
improved.
Do you want to
Denver
hear
takes
their
that division.
schedule?
Go
Do
for
you
it.
want to hear
Hit
their
me with it.
schedule?
Hit me with it.
Okay. They beat the Chiefs by 6, right? Okay. Then they go to the Raiders. Then the Broncos come to town, Bo Nix. Okay. Then they go to the Giants. Then they got Jayden Daniels and the Commanders. And then they got Tua and the Dolphins, bro. Then they got Indy. Then they got the Vikings. Okay. It's McCarthy.
Hey.
Oh,
Don't
I don't believe the hype over there either. I
don't
believe the hype over
disrespect
there
Indy,
either.
man. Danny Dimes is back.
Bro,
Danny Dimes is back.
Dolphins, Indy, Vikings, Titans. It's Pittsburgh. Come on, man.
Hey,
Pittsburgh. I'm
don't
not
talk
sold on
about
them either. I'm
brother.
not sold on them either. I'm not sold on Aaron Rodgers either, bro. Okay, and
I
then they
got
play
you,
the
man.
Jags. Then they play the Jags, Raiders, Eagles. They're not beating us. Chiefs again, Cowboys, Texans, Broncos. Come on, bro.
Sounds like they may make the
You think
playoffs,
you
but
think you think they're gonna line up against Josh Allen?
that was a good one.
They ain't gonna line up against Derrick Henry? Come on, bro. It's not happening. It's not happening.
Oh,
First round
man.
exit. Whoever they got to see first round, they losing, bro. I'm not sold.
Phil, any
We'll
final
see
thoughts
though.
on
We're
that
not
game?
sold.
I would say final thoughts on that game, man, is you know, historically, even in the Super Bowl years, Chiefs start slow. So I'm not gonna write them off like the rest of the world, but I have
To see something this week.
I can't be ignorant. I can't be ignorant, and what Colin said, like, I can't be ignorant and say this KC is still that KC team. This team is definitely down in talent level or execution or Travis Kelsey's too busy in that $1 million, good stuff. And
He's
he
too
can't
busy
think
laying
on
up with T
football right
Swift.
now.
He's too busy laying up with T Swift for now.
Exactly.
Real quick, can I just say one other thing?
So that's how we'll do it.
Hey
What's
Phil,
up?
since I told you to turn
Yeah.
off your Wi-Fi,
Yeah.
we ain't have no we ain't have no freezes, man. We ain't have no freezes.
I almost wish
I'm
you
glad.
told me that from the jump. So again,
I
everybody
didn't
who
think
watches
about that.
this, my apologies. I think my apologies for the first 20 minutes, but we about to rock out these next like 35, 40. Let's get it. Let's
I
Let's
got
move
one
on.
last thing. One last
Okay,
thing.
go
I
ahead.
got wait.
Go ahead,
I
go
got
ahead, go
one
ahead.
last thing on the Chiefs. It's real quick. That was the Chargers Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That was the Chargers Super Bowl. Like that might be the peak of their season right there. They handed it to the Chiefs. But downhill they're gonna win. They're gonna win out. But when they come to playoffs, bro, it's just not.
Justin
They're not the
Herbert's
contender.
disappeared. Justin Herbert turns into Danny Dimes on the Giants.
They did the league a favor, but it's over.
But let's segue that into to what, in my personal opinion, was probably the greatest game of the weekend. Bills Ravens.
Oh, Sunday night.
Let's just start it off with this. Lamar balled out, 209 in the air, 70 on the ground. Derrick Henry balled out, 169 on the ground. I only had 13 receiving, but you got 169 on the ground. What do you need to do in the receiving game?
And a fumble.
Now, yeah, that was crazy. That was a crazy.
Well, you gotta put that on his stat line.
You're right. Josh Allen, lights out.
Is he
394
for another MVP season? Is he in for another MVP season, y'all? Is it
Brother,
going back to back?
Week 1.
Wait,
like Drake.
Back
to back.
Before I answer that, can I just say that Lamar was the MVP of last season?
Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Can we just?
I'm gonna take it a step further. No. I'm gonna take it a step further. Saquon Barkley was the MVP last year.
All right, yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
yo,
It
I
is what
might
it
be
you
a
is.
little
gotta stop
biased.
trying to tie Eagles into everything, man. Lamar was the damn MVP last year, and that's how we
If
gonna
we just talking
keep it
about
moving.
QB,
Yo,
If we're talking
yo,
about QB,
if we
hey,
just
which
talking
isn't,
about QB,
if it that's
hey, just
not what the stat is,
no, I'm just kidding.
it's not the most valuable quarterback of the year, but that seems like where they like to throw it every year. So yes,
yeah,
Oh yeah,
Lamar
Chiefs
yeah.
in
and
that
Saquon.
aspect, Lamar Jackson should have won it hands down, no questions asked. They gave Josh Allen a pity MVP. I'm sorry,
It was a cupcake.
as
It was a
like,
cupcake MVP.
but
But I
Cupcake
did
MVP.
segue the tangent. My fault, Colin.
no, you're
Keep
good.
rolling, keep rolling.
Josh
You
Allen
said Josh Allen the
lights out
MVP.
394 in the air with 30 on the ground and what? One touchdown or two touchdowns
You said
running?
394.
394 in the air.
So
I did not even realize it was at damn near 400s.
And I made sure
Man,
my notes started out with just Lamar Bald, Henry Bald, and Allen was lights out. Then I was like, let me throw the stats in
yes,
there because I got to prove my point.
yeah.
Allen
I
alone,
got some. I got a comment on that too.
424 total yards from scrimmage. I mean,
I got a comment on that too.
he balled out there, that aspect. What's up? Oh,
So okay, how many? Four what? Four plus, right? Four plus. You get into those
What?
numbers when
For
your
what? What you
defense
mean?
gives up 40 points.
When we say 4 plus, what you
that's
mean?
what you got
What
to
y'all
do.
said?
You
Yeah, I
get
agree.
you get into those
Hold on,
inflated
hold on.
numbers.
Let me throw. Yes, so he threw for two touchdowns and ran for two
Two
as
for
well.
two,
So
ran
yeah,
for two. But
Mm-hmm.
the 400 plus yards
from scrimmage, yes, that's what happens when you're playing
this
from
team
behind.
was playing at such a deficit.
That is what happens when you play
And
from
like,
behind.
where was the defense at? Where was the defense?
And I'm
It
glad
was
you
an
brought that up,
81
Jamar.
point game.
I'm glad you brought that up because
Yeah.
my
They
other
playing
point was
basketball out there.
is that two great
This is
offenses.
basketball number.
That's the thing. Is that two great offenses playing each other, or is that just two trash defenses? Because
Those
everybody
two
wants to
great.
constantly talk about how
Or
good the Ravens defense is all the time, but like you're giving up 41 points, and granted, again, the Bills defense gave up 40. Like, so are we looking at two really really good offenses? And back to last episode, I'm pretty sure I put both the Bills and the Ravens in that 13 to 17 win column. If your defense is giving up that many points week in week out, I don't see either of them doing that shit. I don't.
put it like this. Put it like this. And this is a known. This is a known ideology for since time began. Offense
Defenses
wins games.
wins championships.
What happened last year with these great offenses in the playoffs? What happened? They got sent packing. They got sent packing because there was no defense involved in
Now,
it.
let's not act like the Ravens were a dropped 2 point conversion away from being in the AFC Championship game.
Well, no, we can't play the what if game.
I
I
know,
don't want to play the what if game.
but I'm
You know
just saying
why?
that's one
Because what if James Bradbury didn't hold who is it? What if James Bradbury didn't hold Neff
Juju.
in the end zone of
Juju.
that first Super
Yep.
Bowl? So I don't want to play that what if game. We
Soft ass
can't.
call,
It's
by the way.
over.
Soft
Game's
ass
over.
fucking
We
call.
lost.
Let the game play. By the way, no bias at all.
No
If
what
that
ifs,
was
bro.
another team doing that's a
The
soft ass
game should
call.
not come to that.
But yes,
The game should not come to that. You should be winning enough that it doesn't come to a drop pass.
correct. I agree.
It's football, man.
I'm gonna throw a couple more stats out there real quick. Zay
Let's hear it.
Flowers, comeback player of the year.
140 some yards. What?
Comeback player of the year, 143.
Had him on my
Now,
fantasy.
now let's
I had him on
flip.
the parlay.
Let's
But it
flip.
didn't hit.
Let's flip on over to the other side of the ball. Keon Coleman,
What he talking about?
112.
Oh yeah.
They had
Now
two
that was
receivers.
a surprise for me. That was a surprise for me.
Coming into this
'Cause I like
season,
to-
KS, correct? Khalil
Go
Shakur.
ahead then. Yep. Go ahead.
Coming
Yep,
into
that's
this
what I was finna say.
season, all the talk was
Mhm.
Khalil Shakur was going to ball the fuck out because he had a year
Right.
under his belt. He's with the
Yep.
offense longer. he's supposed to ball out. But here comes Keon Coleman saying, motherfucker, I'm still that guy. I'm still that guy. So, honestly, I'm excited to see what culminates from that. Is it going to be Coleman? Is it going to be Shakur? Because, like you were about to say, I think Shakur could be a hell of a ball player if given the opportunities.
Yes, he can be very dangerous.
Go ahead,
dangerous
Phil. Go deeper into that.
He could be dangerous with the ball in his hands, man. Like I don't want to compare him to primetime Tyreek Hill, but you remember what Tyreek Hill was doing when he was on the Chiefs. Remember what he was doing? Like
people
the first 2
look
years,
stupid.
He was with the Dolphins, and Khalil has that. He has
that X
moxie
factor
to him. He has that. He's what they call him. He's a yak machine, man. And in the NFL today, like
that's what it's all about.
Not because every defense is playing with the too high safeties, right? We're trying to prevent the long ball, but you know how you still create explosive plays is you do a little 7-yard slant. You do
and you turn that 7 yards
route
into a 40-yard game.
Yak machine, and that's who Khalil Shakir is. And so I guess for Josh Allen's benefit, he got 2 studs to throw to now. You know what I mean? So there we go. That's my thought. The one thing I want to flip back to the Ravens real quick.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, man. I looked into it, man, because if you really think about it, we've seen the Ravens do this before. They literally did this last year where they're up by double digits
and they lose
in the fourth quarter or lose in OT. And under John Harbaugh, man, bro, this is the 17th time. 17 times they lost as they were
after having a double-digit lead.
Double-digit lead. So that yes, we could.
It's coaching.
Jamar mentioned it earlier, the fumble, right? But yeah, at one point we gotta say, John Harbaugh, man,
is it
it's
time?
Not even
is it time?
It's not the pregame. No, it's not that. It's not the pregame coaching, man. It's the in-game adjustments, and at time's gonna tell. But it seems like time is telling you're not doing it right or something. Like how do you squander that lead, man? You know what I mean? Like I went to
how do
sleep.
How do you give up? What was it? 26 unanswered points. What was it? 26 unanswered points.
22-6 in the fourth quarter. You can't do that if you want to make a run to the Super Bowl, and that's how I want to end at least my input on this game.
Again, let's not forget the fact that Josh Allen and that Bills team is a very good football team. We're not taking away from that fact, but like you just said, 22-6 in the third or fourth. In the fourth quarter, you let them put up 35 points to your 14. Yeah, that's not like you said. That's not Super Bowl caliber football being played. Hence why
we could segue.
Hence why KC always beats them out. Now, before we segue, I have one more bullet point I'm going to touch on. Go ahead. What's up?
I just wanted, before we end this Bills-Ravens discussion, Bills have a great offense, bro. Great offense. And the Ravens had no answer for it all game. Baltimore have a great offense. And Bills had no answer for it all game. That is a game that you chalk up as a when you go back in the locker room, you might have won on paper, but you did not win.
But you
didn't win anything. You gave up 40 points to the best running back in the league, MVP quarterback, best in the league, and you got. I'm not gonna say you got lucky. They did earn those points at the end of the game.
Absolutely, yeah.
But you walked out of there
barely winning with a 1-point lead.
Oh wow, we won by 1, man. Oh my God, we won by 1 point. We were down. Both teams lost. Yep. Can they keep that level up moving on through the season? They'll win some games. They got a high-powered offense. Cool. They'll get the yards. They'll get the running yards. They'll get the touchdowns. It's all fun and games, right?
Like we said.
It's all fun and games until they meet their maker
in the playoffs.
With somebody with a great defense that ain't losing, ain't trying to lose. Josh Allen, you're not going to control this game. We're going to spy you all game. You're not running. We're going to bottle up James Cook. He's great, but we can bottle him up.
Easy. We've seen it last year. James Cook has gotten bottled up.
a
Yeah.
matchup that's
You
not
thought it,
even here
like,
yet, man.
like I'm just saying. When it come down to the
No,
games that
y'all ready?
matter, and defense,
Yeah.
defense is already clicking. It's week. It's in the playoffs. It's week 20. Defense is already on a different
Hmm.
level. They already know what you're gonna
Absolutely.
do.
They
They know
better
what play
figure it
you're
the fuck
running.
out.
That's what separates the boys from the men. That's what separates the boys from the men. And we're gonna see if it continues. I don't think it will. I think that Casey's gonna figure it out through the year and be right back to the championship, bro. Because these
These AFC
MVP
teams,
numbers,
these
they
AFC
don't they
teams are
don't get
trash.
they don't bring home rings. They don't bring home rings, man. So I don't get excited for this shit. I don't, man. It's good game, but it was entertaining game. But when you look at it objectively,
It
there was no
wasn't a good
defense
game.
played at all. No, it was horrible.
My
I mean, there was some defense by the Ravens, but they started to play soft because they thought
They
they
had
had
that
it in the
lead.
bag.
They had that lead.
You gotta put that into perspective. Those 15 to 20 points at the
Yeah.
end, they really so in John Harbaugh's mind, well, that's why he got 17 times he took the L by leading by double digits. He
And
was like,
playing
"We
off
gonna win
ball.
by at least 3." He said, "We gonna win by at least 3." I know it. Like that's that. And look what
Oh
happened.
yeah.
Like,
Sad.
oh
My
man.
last bullet point,
Mhm.
ladies and gentlemen. If you didn't watch the game, go look up DeAndre Hopkins touchdown catch. Cause
Still got it, baby.
Oh my god.
brother, that was
Still
a
got
perfectly placed ball, and he went up
Still
and
got it.
fucking
Oh,
snagged it. I
Still
I
got
was
it.
between
I saw
two.
that highlight earlier today because again I fell asleep by then. Brother, brother. Also, fuck
It
both
was
of you for
nuts.
telling me to play Josh Naylor over
Yeah, that was on
over
me.
over
That was on me.
DeAndre
That was on me, son.
and Trey.
Uh,
I had two people on the bench
who
with
could have
12
known,
points.
bro?
You're right.
Right,
Bygones be
Who could have
bygones. It is
known,
what it is.
bro?
Guess what? He's on the fucking bench this week. So, um,
right.
but yeah,
But you know who's not on the bench? You
that
know who's
that
not
leads
on the
us
bench?
that
The
leads us
starting
into
quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings. That's the guy that's not on the bench. Let me lead this off
Go blue.
because guess what?
real
What we
quick though.
saw
JJ struggled
is what
early.
I
He
expected.
struggled early.
Hold on, I got everything.
I'm
Listen,
I'm throwing it out there.
what we saw is what we expected. Okay, there's no surprise. The only surprise was the Vikings win. Let me break it down because that was supposed to happen. Technically, he's a rookie quarterback, so let's put these stats on him, right? Rookie quarterbacks in their first NFL start, especially on the road, are like 4-18 ATS, and they're like 1-18 the last what 19 games. Who's the first one? Literally last year, Caleb Williams. So the odds were stacked against us. What we saw in the first 3 quarters is what you expected from a guy getting real live reps for the first time on a team. Remember what I told y'all from the first time I was on here? The team ready is JJ ready. I'm not gonna sit here and say he's ready because the first 3 quarters he was trying to find his confidence. But you go look at all the reports, man, the whole time they were down, he was talking like a leader. He was talking like someone who was like, even if we lose this game, you know I'm built to win these games in most like most percentages of the time. He was looking at guys after he threw that pick six. He was like, "Watch this, I got you. Watch this, I got you, man." And when he threw that first touchdown to Justin Jefferson, go look at the little viral thing that's going on Twitter, man. That grimace in his face, like he's like, "Yeah, bitch, I'm here. I told y'all motherfuckers I'm here." You know what I'm saying?
We're
And
talking
then
about Justin
he was like,
Jefferson, right?
no,
Oh,
JJ
oh, okay,
McCarthy made
okay.
that
McCarthy.
face. JJ McCarthy made that face. He's like, "Yeah, I'm here. Like I'm here. I've arrived. This is why y'all put that C on my chest." And then he want to score the touchdown with his legs because I didn't even know he could really use his legs like that. You know what I mean? I saw him at Michigan. He didn't need to use his legs like that. So that just shows us what I said off the rip. If KOC trusts him, then as a Vikings nation, we gotta trust him because they sent packing Sam Darnold, who put up incredible stats for us and brought us to 14 wins last year.
And
Regardless of
Sam
what we
Howell.
all know about, man, I ain't worried about him. What? Because we got Max Brosmer, but regardless of what we all know about Sam Darnold for real, because all three of us can like really know, like he type trash. Like, but with KOC in his system, and I'm lying. I'm lying. All right, well,
No,
whatever.
no, no,
You
no. No
okay?
lies
Okay,
told. No
okay,
lies
okay, then.
told.
I ain't
But
got
in
no argument.
KOC system, there you go. In KOC system, he was looking like a star. He was looking like he deserved getting drafted in the first round, X amount of years ago. I know this whole beginning rant was on JJ because that was the main part of the story. So what I'm saying, and then Colin, you could go in because because you're the stat guy, break down the stats. JJ struggled in the first 3 quarters. You could tell if you all was watching the game, he was trying to find his rhythm. Man, I feel like he was late on some passes. He was staying in the pocket when I felt like he should have wiggled, maybe tried to get 3-4 yards or at least run out of bounds. Man, he's looking like deer in the headlights, but slowly I could see it turning, and it was just so great for him to get that win, man. It just gives him confidence going into the season because season gonna get a little harder.
So I'm gonna do it to you, Phil, because you're right. I have the stats. You want to talk about AJ Brown being asked, and sorry to tie this back into the Eagles, but I just gotta, I gotta put it out there. Do you know who led your team in receiving yards? Not fucking Justin Jefferson. Aaron fucking Jones.
Before you go, just know we'll listen to this argument, but this is really apples to oranges when you have a veteran quarterback and a veteran team, and we have a damn near rookie quarterback. But keep going. I would love to hear this point.
I don't know, man.
Get his.
I gotta see it.
JJ to JJ.
Cause
JJ to JJ's.
Don't get me wrong. Justin Jefferson tied with Aaron Jones for 44 receiving yards, but my man
with a drop pass.
4 receptions on 7 targets. And then you got Aaron Jones going 3 for 3 for 44 and a touchdown. I'd watch what you say about other teams' quarterback or receivers, but regardless, Jordan fucking Mason.
I said
Jordan Mason.
Because of the premise I said.
Jordan Mason, RB1.
Nah, it's
15 carries.
I had to think about it real quick. I had to look
rotation. Since when is RB2 doubling RB1's carries? Jordan Mason, 15 for 68.
That's what I'm telling you. Kevin O'Connell already said it's based on defensive matches. So I guess what I'm trying to say is Jordan Mason, and you got to remember, this was his first game as a Viking. I feel like teams do that, right? They want to include their new pieces in the offense. So why not roll with him? He's a bigger body, right? He's a little bit younger than Aaron Jones, and Aaron Jones is more of a pass catcher. Look at the stats you just said about him. So it's all about the offense in their role. So I mean, RB1. When I said it was split, I'm thinking because of what KOC said. Like they're going to incorporate both of them. But yes, RB1 for this specific game, absolutely.
So to rebuttal your new team, give him some carries. AJ Dillon for the Eagles only had 3 carries. So.
Will Shipley was getting used.
Hold on.
No. Will Shipley also only had 3 carries. So
no, I'm talking about pass catcher. You're talking about what did I tell? There's a runner and there's a pass catcher. You're literally just making my point. There's going to be there's not one guy doing one thing anymore. That's all I'm saying.
But neither of them have a reception either.
Who?
Will Shipley or AJ?
No.
Nope.
Oh well, shit. My running back's doing that. Now, I can't talk for y'all Eagles because I thought we were talking about the Vikings. You always bring
no.
back.
I was just rebutting your point.
I was going to say one quick thing.
New guys.
What's up?
So you started off though.
I think he's cheeks.
So the headline is JJ had a bad first half. He didn't look like
himself.
First three quarters, whatever it is, right?
That's important.
They put it all on him, which is not fair. Because you watch that game for the first.
Who put it all on though?
I'm just saying the headlines. What everybody's saying and JJ this, JJ that. JJ's my dog, so no JJ slander will be tolerated. And I'm
about to give
and I'm not going to even be biased, bro. The team. Wait. The team did not look good the first 3 quarters, bro. If you go back and watch every snap, right? Not just passing. They couldn't run the ball. They couldn't run. Look at the rushing stats for the first 3 quarters. They couldn't run the ball. They had no time in the pocket. And he had defenders in his face the whole first 3 quarters, bro. Like something was not clicking as a team. And JJ's a rookie. This is his first game in a year and 8 months. This is his first game since the championship against Washington. Right?
Right.
Bro, you gotta block a little harder for the rookie, right? You gotta run a little harder for the rookie. If you're not doing those things, if you're not running the ball, you got a rookie quarterback. What the defense gonna do, bro? You think he gonna be able to
Nada.
pass it? You think he gonna be able to pass it? Nah, linebackers.
It's
You
what
make the
we saw
job.
in the first 3 quarters. That's what happened.
You make the job real easy and simple for the defense, right? Once they made those I would say second half adjustments, but third I can't say third quarter
Fourth
adjustment.
quarter adjustments.
Fourth
The
quarter
game on
adjustments.
the line. We got to get our
Fourth
shit together.
quarter adjustment. He was throwing. You seen Jordan Mason start breaking for 10, 15 yards. Aaron
Yeah.
Jones
Yep.
going out in the flat and catching it and running upfield. Justin Jefferson catching tutties. Now the
Yeah.
offense is moving. Now JJ's
Right.
breaking out the backfield and scoring a touchdown on his feet.
My
They
boy's a
didn't
dual
give
threat.
him like the team collapsed, but he's definitely a dual threat, bro. Like, and the offensive line had a complete first half, bro. Like it was horrible. The game was horrible until they made those adjustments. You seen him get more comfortable, step up in the pocket, and deliver dimes downfield, bro. And to make a point, I don't know who brought him the stats about JJ. He dropped the open pass, bro, right in his hands, right through his hands,
Yes,
bro.
that was damning.
Well,
It was
it was on like a third down. They
yes,
were for 9 third downs on that play, and he went right through his hands. And then Thielen dropped one too. JJ put it right on him, and he
Speaking of
came
which,
down
Adam
without it.
Thielen with zero
Like the
stats,
team, it was a team thing. It was a team thing, bro. He hit Thielen at like 15 yards, bro, and he dropped it.
and that was the one and only target he got.
So no, no gender, bro. JJ played a. He stayed composed. He didn't get in his
yeah.
head. He stayed with the same high energy to the whistle, and it showed. He won the game. He won the game, bro. Like and like I couldn't ask any. That's his first game in the NFL. I
Oh,
want to call him a rookie, but he's not even a rookie. That was his
nah,
first game,
nah.
bro. It was
So
great.
so real
I
quick,
love.
I mean, actually, it's actually kind of no, it's not a tangent. It's actually part of this game. Y'all saw this headline. Let's just talk about it real quick before we pivot. Yeah, I want to know y'all thoughts. Was JJ McCarthy's year of mental reps more valuable than Caleb Williams' year of live reps?
Yes.
Hmm.
Really?
Caleb is still on the same goofy mess. Caleb is still on the same goofy mess and hiccups that he had in year one. He's missing wide open receivers. He's not seeing the defense. He's seeing wide open receivers downfield and still taking off with the ball. Like he did that year one. So this game he's supposed to come in and correct all that. That's supposed to be corrected, bro. And it's not. So what was he doing? What's been going on? Well, like
Painting his
it's
nails.
like the opportunity. This was Caleb's this was Caleb's game, and it started off that way because the Vikings, laid an egg. But it started off that way, like, oh, Caleb is getting it. But when the pressure got on him, it was another quarterback on the other side of that line throwing the ball and scoring. He shut down and got right back to what he was doing last year, bro.
Yeah.
Goofiness, goofiness. He had an intentional grounding, bro. This year too. You don't intentional ground no more. That's done.
Yeah.
Back to his old way. He didn't develop as much, but JJ controlled the game and won. They were on the road, divisional game, rookie, first game in a year and 8 months. Caleb, you're not supposed to lose that game. Caleb doesn't lose that. Caleb is not supposed to lose to a rookie. I keep calling him a rookie, not a rookie, but not supposed to, and he lost.
Yeah. Oh,
I think at one point he had DJ Moore up the numbers, bro, wide open, blown
hell yeah.
coverage. Twice. This happened twice. Blown coverage. The first time he ran it. The second time he threw it out of bounds. Touchdown plays. That can't happen, bro. This is a first round pick we talking about. First
Yeah.
first pick in the first round. Number one. Caleb is done. But
Yeah,
I
I
don't feel
mean,
bad for the Bears.
I ain't got much to say on Caleb. Came out today that he has the same nail tech as Angel Reese. So I don't trust the guy that paints his nails. I'm sorry.
Really?
Um,
Yeah.
He can't win football. We won't hear about him for longer. We won't. We won't hear about him for too much longer.
oh,
Nah, McCarthy's my guy, man.
so we do have a bye this week. Okay, interesting. That's weird. Um,
Who?
sorry, I'm jumping ahead.
Y'all,
Who?
I might have to do a little pivot, y'all. My phone about to die, y'all. I'm trying to
Yo.
figure this out. I know.
Well, let's jump into college real quick. One thing I got to talk about. Last week we talked about FSU's linebacker Ethan Pritchard being shot in the back of the head while dropping off
Yeah, you
one of his
did.
family members. Um,
You did mention that. What happened? Like
Today-
what's going on with that, man?
Today, new news came out. 4 arrests have been made in connection. Not too sure who these people are, but whatever. But from what I see is, 2 people got charged with 3 counts of attempted murder and 1 account of shooting into an occupied vehicle. Up. Did we lose him? Phil.
His phone died. He said his phone's about to die.
Damn. I hear him. He's still here. He just lost his video feed. And then another one was charged with a probation violation for, I don't know, but it doesn't actually say. So
This is the dude that got shot in the head.
yeah,
That's crazy.
while dropping off family members around the corner from where he was. So, so what I meant by we got to buy this week is I guess Florida State doesn't play this weekend. Their next game is 9:20 against Kent State, which not sure how college football bye weeks work, but to me that's a
Well,
very early.
it's only like 10, 11 games, bro. You gotta think their season ends when the playoffs start for NFL.
I'm seeing 16 weeks.
Well, not even. It starts.
Week 16 is
It,
Army Navy game. Oh, week 15's
like
playoffs.
Thanksgiving is like one of the last games.
14th, so that's yeah, okay.
They got a short season.
All right. Well, speaking on college football, any games you guys are looking forward to this weekend? I don't think I'm seeing. Oh no, we got Georgia versus Tennessee. Damn.
Yeah, man.
Tennessee.
That's
I'm thinking
gonna
of
be a
Texas.
good game.
I was gonna say, damn, Texas dropped from 1 to 15, but no, that's Tennessee.
Yeah,
is
man.
not. Tennessee's not. Oh, Texas dropped to 7.
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
want to
saying.
talk
But
about. I don't want
yeah,
to talk about Michigan, Oklahoma. I ain't got nothing to say,
I
man.
mean that's just standard betting principles. You don't
But
take
I knew it coming in though. I knew it coming in.
exactly.
I knew it
They're
since
gonna
JJ. But JJ, I can watch. I don't know if that the
Whoa.
just turn on the Vikings game.
You said
What?
whoa.
Because Jamar's mic started going crazy. But
Oh, my bad.
no, you're good. You're good. At least your video feed wasn't freezing and cutting out every 5 minutes. Anyway.
Man, I got 5%, man. What you got going on?
What's
man?
up?
You over here talking about
What
shit from earlier.
what
I'm
games?
here with y'all. I got 5%, man.
What games are you interested in? What games are you looking forward to watching this weekend?
Georgia, Tennessee, man. The spread came out. I think it was like +7, 6.5. Now it's down to 3.5, maybe even 4.5.
Georgia minus 3.5.
All right, so that means a lot of money's coming in on Tennessee, man. Tennessee looked good versus Syracuse because that was the only FBS opponent they had. They got Joey Aguilar, whatever his last name is, the transfer from App State who went to UCLA, but then came to Tennessee real quick once Nico, the former 5-star, if y'all don't know the backstory, he went over to UCLA because he wanted more money, things of that nature. Tennessee, their passing offense, surprisingly, might even look better than when the former 5-star was there. There's a lot of excitement for that program. But again, they played a Syracuse team that is completely revamped from last year, so they're still finding their groove. One of their corners, man, his name's escaping me, but he's ruled out for this game. Their starting corner never actually played a game this season, so they've been rocking with some of their 3s and 4s. Colton Hood, transfer from Colorado, he's actually pretty nice, so he's going to be in there. And then Ty Redmond, another corner, I believe he's like a freshman, maybe a redshirt freshman. So can Georgia exploit? I said all that to say, can Georgia exploit the secondary of Tennessee? Now, if you go look at Georgia and how they played, their offense is kind of dull. It's kind of stagnant. So, and Georgia's known for their running game, which sets up their play action. At least that's how they were under Stetson Bennett and Carson Beck's first year, not last year. So Georgia said they got better wide receivers on the staff or on the team than they did last year. Can they prove it? This is the game where they're gonna have to prove it. I just told you Tennessee's weak point, specifically in this game, not all season, this game will be their secondary. Can they exploit that? Because I do believe Tennessee's front seven, the D linemen, linebackers, can
Show out.
stick with Georgia's offensive line. I won't even say show out, but they could stick with Georgia's offensive line for a little bit. I say that to say Georgia's offensive line coming into this game a little banged up, the right side specifically. So that's where it's gonna come down to this game. Georgia's defense, I'm never worried about Georgia's defense. You can nitpick all you want, but there are real concerns on that offense. So this is gonna be like, forget Tennessee's offense for real, because I
It's
just
gonna be a
told you
defensive
Georgia's
matchup.
defense is. It's going to be Georgia's offense versus Tennessee's defense. Who's going to win that matchup? That's going to win the game. That's going to win
Okay.
the game. I don't care what Tennessee's offense do, what Georgia defense do. You know what I mean? What does Georgia's offense do, and what can Tennessee defense do to counteract that, slow that down?
All right. It's fair. So it actually looks like we do have a couple other matchups of
Yeah,
ranked teams.
Notre Dame, Texas A&M
We
playing.
got
There's a lot of good games.
South Florida, Miami, which that game looks like it might be a blowout. Miami is minus 17 and a
Real
half.
quick, let's talk about that game just real quick because it could be a blowout. But why is it ranked/why are people tuning in? Because USF beat ranked Florida SEC team last week. That's why this is ranked. USF is trying to take their crown for the best team in Florida. Can they do it with this game? And that's why eyes are on this
Whoa,
game.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Byron
whoa!
Brown,
Pump the brakes there.
UC.
Pump the brakes there, young one. Because there's another team in Florida that
Yeah.
Oh,
that
nigga,
that that resides by the name of the Knowles, who's got something to say
Okay.
about that, my boy.
no, no.
I
That's
got
fine.
something to say about that
I
though. Wait, hold on. I got something to say
What you
about
about to say,
that.
Miami?
And what and that nose game,
We're not
like
talking about this.
I'm starting
I'll
to
be
think.
back.
Well, no. This is just a general statement. This is just a general statement. Did he die? Did his
No,
phone
no.
die?
He said he'll be right back.
Oh, I just got a general statement, Colin. I don't know if you agree with me, but this league needs to change to like soccer rules, bro.
Oh, the
Because
regulating.
the mismatch is crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
that 77-3 is outrageous.
77-3 is like
That should never
that's
be a
not
score line.
cool, bro.
That's
That's not a game.
like Phil said in our group chat. That's a stat pad. That's what we call a game
Yeah,
like
that's
that. That's just
yeah
not
that
fair.
that's
And
that needs to be checked out, bro. It needs to be. You can't be playing these small schools. They put up 77, and the other team put up 3.
or it may hold on. Let me just double check. It might have actually been 6.
No, it was 3. I'm looking at it.
Oh,
East
it was
Texas
okay.
A&M, bro.
Okay,
They
yeah.
need to be
That's
bumped. They need to be bumped out of the conference or division or
Yo,
whatever.
yo, yo.
They
Y'all
do
can hear
not.
me?
yeah.
Florida
You're good.
State. Yeah, I hear you.
All right, fill me in real quick. Where we at? Where we at?
We're
I was
just
just
saying
saying
the
like
FCS versus FBS game should not be a thing anymore. You're in the FBS,
it's
you
not
only play
fair.
FBS
I like
games
this conversation.
because 77-3 is a crazy scoreline. We're talking about the FSU game.
I like this conversation.
You got
It's
77 to
insane.
3. You got 77 to 3. Then you got Ohio State against Grambling 70 to 0.
Yeah, like
Goose egg.
Bro,
You know, yo, they went
bro,
home. Morale defeated.
bro.
Somebody dropped out of school. Somebody.
That-
They was so
somebody
broke,
said
they
I'm gonna go
couldn't get
focus
this
on my
program.
education.
bro, that's crazy,
Fuck this
bro.
That's what
football
I'm saying.
shit.
They was not out
Tennessee
of school. They
versus
dropped out.
East
They left the
Tennessee
football team.
72 to 17, bro.
I did just see that. I mean, even Florida A&M versus Florida Atlantic, 56-14. Campbell versus East Carolina, 56-3. Old Dominion, North Carolina Central, 54-6.
Look at
Like,
Oregon against OSU.
uh,
69
yeah,
to
to
3, bro.
3. Like,
Like these games are so That's how college has always been. But I think it's almost like we got NIL deals now. It's almost time for a
you
change.
you brought up East Tennessee versus Tennessee, 72-17. Indiana versus Kennesaw State or Kennesaw State, 56-9.
Uh-huh. Look at
Like,
Alabama.
bro, oh, did we say Utah versus Cal Poly? 63-9.
Right.
Minnesota
Yo,
Northwestern,
You
66-0.
don't gotta go the whole. You're gonna be here forever trying to list them all. I will say the
It needs to
FBS
change.
plays the FCS because they fund the FCS. Without the FBS playing them, they literally would die off slowly. But when they play these games, you gotta
I'm
look at the
sorry, but
contract.
let them.
Like they get 1.5. Some get 1.8. Some get 2.1 million just to get their ass kicked. Come over here to Ohio State. Let me, my second string, my water boy, you know what I mean, the towel boy. Let him get a tutty. Like everybody need a morale boost over here. We're gonna give you 1.5 million for that. That's all. That's always been like that. You know what I'm saying? Look, you don't see Princeton University playing none of these because they like we rich. We don't need this money. You know what I'm saying? But other institutions need this money. So when you say it should be disbanded or it shouldn't continue, it's always going to continue if FBS feels the need to keep FCS pipeline alive. Now, could that change with the NIL era and dynamic? And when I mean NIL, I really mean revenue sharing. Revenue sharing meaning the school is going to have a budget, 20 million estimated, and with the 20 million, they're going to disperse those funds amongst the sports teams, right? On top of whatever Wendy's want to give you, on top of whatever Raising Cane's would give you, right? So that could be a little different. But as of right now, Rutgers is going to pay Wagner 2.2 million to put up 30 because you know Rutgers don't got an offense like that. But you know, I'm just saying.
Let's touch us back into me being the stats guy. The FSU East Texas game. Between 4 quarterbacks, you heard that right, 4 different quarterbacks. FSU threw for 368 yards and 6 touchdowns. That's just throwing. They then rushed for 361 yards with 5 more touchdowns.
Cam Ward numbers.
There's no need for that.
Real deal Holyfield, man.
Like,
something has to give, bro. Something has to give. That's like our high schools going up against our state college team.
Like,
Like, it's not fair. It's not fair. That's like Dallas against the Eagles, man. It's not fair.
always got to tie it back in.
Oh fuck.
Let's give some closing statements. We got anything else this weekend we want to look at? We want to see good games from because we're getting close.
I mean, I can literally sit here and bore you. To me, every game's good. Every game got a different angle. Every game got a storyline. One in particular is South Carolina versus Vanderbilt.
Wait.
Vanderbilt.
Jump back. We're talking about the Battle of Florida.
Yeah, we were talking about.
We're saying South Florida has something to prove this game. You think it happens, or you think Miami just comes out and?
So I'm not here to give a pick. What I will say, like I gave the backstory about them beating Florida, and not trying to say they're the best. What I was saying was they're on a campaign to prove that
No,
they're
no,
the
no. I know
best
what you're
team
saying.
in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're little brother. They're literally little brother. People, the
Who?
media says
South Florida.
USF. Yeah,
Oh, okay,
South Florida.
USF. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
I thought
USF.
you
They're
talking
little
about the
brother.
Gators.
No.
Nah, nah, no, no, no. Everybody knows the big three.
I mean,
So
listen. USF knocked them out of the top 25 ranking. They're not ranked anymore.
absolutely.
So
So that's one off their bucket list. I don't think they play FSU this year. So if they do knock off Miami, they have a great case to say they might be the top team in Florida. You know what I
you are
mean?
correct. They do not.
Now to your main question, how do they do this week, man? Um, So versus Notre Dame, man, I went to go look back more at highlights, but more like someone breaking down film, and they were making good points where like a few different calls in that game goes differently. The super great catch that Carson or the guy had that Carson Beck threw that easily could have been an interception. You know what I mean? An interception where he if he caught
Was
it,
that the Miami
there
game?
was a clear yeah
Oh yeah,
Miami
yeah, yeah.
Notre
If he
Dame. There was
if
a
he
clear
doesn't catch that, that's an easy pick. Game over. Or not
so
game over,
he
but
he no, but it momentum swing. So you
absolutely.
never know what happens. So and then you guys dropped the stats. They played a FCS team. So it's like how and I don't know if anybody has the Miami schedule up. I don't. So it also
Miami
matters who they
Miami
play next week.
goes USF this week,
Who they
Florida next week,
boom
FSU the
stop. That's
following.
all. That's no no
FSU
no no no
FSU the
no. We don't
following
care.
week.
We don't care about that. We care about the next week. What'd you say? Florida? Who you say?
USF this
Miami plays
week.
who next week?
They have 3 games against Florida teams. USF this week,
No, but
Florida
who do they
next
play
week.
next week?
Florida.
Okay, so that's what we call
Unranked.
a look
We don't
ahead
care about them.
spot. That's what we call a look ahead spot. Is Miami really going to take South Florida seriously enough to not let USF not be in this game more or less? So that's where it's going to come down to. How serious are the Canes going to take this game, knowing that even coaches are probably preparing for the following game, which will be against the SEC foe Florida. So yeah, man, South Florida might got a good chance to stick around in this game. That's what I'm concluding here.
All right. That's fair. Um I will say Jamar's a bitch. He needs to start sending his parlays to the group chat so we can tail him cuz his
Nope.
stupid
I
ass
lost money.
his
I
stupid
lost
ass
money.
Nah,
I
cashed
lost
out.
money.
nah, he
Nah,
could.
nah, 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 nah. He cashed out for 217 when if he let it ride, he would have been sitting with $2,600 in his FanDuel account. And if he sent
Well,
it to me, I would have been sitting with $2,600 in my FanDuel account because I fell asleep at halftime of that game. And
Because you would have never cashed out,
I wouldn't have
right?
cashed out. I would have woken up a happy man. I would have withdrew about a G bar, put that in my bank account. Had a nice little weekend with the family. Maybe stop out, grab some Pokemon cards. Huge Pokemon fan. Um, and been set for the next couple weeks. But I'm the only one that likes to throw my parlays into the group chat, and
I won't make another parlay without putting it in the group
I
chat,
sure hope
bro.
not, because
Oh
I would have thrown.
wait. So when they lose and you tail it and they
And I'm
lose,
still gonna
I
be
don't
pissed
want
off.
to hear
I'm still
nothing.
gonna be pissed off at you.
I don't want to hear
Hey,
shit.
yo, we've been going for a strong hour, 20 minutes, man.
Hey
Let's,
man,
you
that
know
was
what I
the
mean?
goal. We're at
Okay.
118. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we really appreciate the listen in. We would love to see some more comments on the videos. Give us some more stuff to talk about, some more insights, and just mainly your thoughts on what we're talking about. Because we're just 3 guys yapping about some football. What the fuck do we know? We'd love to hear from the fans,
Three
the
dads.
viewers. Like, drop some more comments in the comments below. Give us your opinions. Let us know what you think. With that being said, like, subscribe, send it to your friends group chat. Let them know you got some people just talking about football that you think is pretty nice. So, with that, have a good weekend or good rest of your week. Have a good weekend and let's go watch some more fucking football. Have a
Go
good night.
birds.
See ya.